All right, I'm going to run the Baudry chain, the first two quests on Elite, because as you can see, this first one and the second one is the same way. There's no Reaper option. So I'm going to go ahead and enter on Elite. The reason there's no Reaper option in this one is because people just talk to the guy and go stand in the corner. So that's not really, Reaper's intended to be a challenge mode, and certainly that's no challenge. So I'm just going to do this, wait out the clock. The most that will happen is that a kobold will come here. So if you want to fast forward this to about 4.5 minutes, all you're going to do is watch me sit here and wait for the timer to finish. All right, it's almost over. Once it's over, all we have to do is get these kobolds. And I have mail, and I wouldn't normally go check the mail, but since I'm right next to a mailbox, I'll just see what that is. It might be possibly next tier of Coin Lord favor, or another 25 favor points or DDO points. Oh, that's right. This is not Coin Lord. This is free agents. So let me delete that. This is worth a quick explanation. So I'm going to run over to free agent favor. This for any sort of a trapping build, this is a very important favor reward. The first one's good, the second one's even better. And so we talked to Capshaw the Crier. He is right here by the marketplace entrance, and he'll give us our reward. I think he gave it to us there. And so then once we've talked to him and he's congratulated us, we can go talk to the vendor. And the vendor won't talk to us or sell us anything until we've earned favor. And he'll only give us access to certain things. So the best we've seen drop are +1 Thieves tools so far. We now have access to +2 Thieves tools. At the next level of favor, we'll get access to +4 Thieves tools. So I'm going to go ahead and buy some of these. About 500. I don't think they weigh much. It's only 143 plat. Uh, the only reason I wouldn't want to buy that many is because we're probably gonna get to the next level of favor before too long, and we'll want to just upgrade to +4. So this gives us +2 to our open lock and disable. Well, it says +4 actually to our open lock and disable device bonus. I never really looked at that recently, but I always thought that was +2. So I don't know if that's a display glitch or if that's really the case. Thieves Tool maybe give you +2 to begin with, and then these specific ones give you additional +2. But the +4 will give us an additional +2 beyond that, unless there's a bug. So I'm just going to sell. Use my boost. And that's our Thieves Tool. So actually I could unlock the other Thieves Tools I have, various ones. And these are bound to account because we got them. These are bound to character. So unfortunately they're not going to stack, but I'll put them in the back and then hopefully we'll use those bound to account ones up first. And so now I could get rid of the regular Thieves Tools and the Masterwork Thieves Tools. Let's see how much I sell those for. Not much, but they're out of my inventory, which is nice. And then by having these first, I should use these up before the other ones. And these are the 10 that I got from the DDO store as a free coupon code. It's this week's free coupon code. Back to questing, we'll just talk to Baudry and get the next quest. The next quest is the one where all we do is smash things. We don't face enemies, and that one's also not available on Reaper because for Reaper you have to get 10 enemies, and it's impossible in this quest. So they just made it so that people don't run it on Reaper uh, by mistake and not realizing they can't get Reaper XP. Just feels a little faster with a quarterstaff. I don't know if it actually is, but I'm just going to use a quarterstaff for breaking the boxes here. The timer should be a non-issue. There is a timer on this. If you run out of time, you fail the quest. But unless you go AFK for a sandwich, there's no way you're gonna run out of time on this one. I'm just curious if the chest is available here in the trap. I suppose if you get the trap bonus, you might actually be able to get a little more XP, but we don't really need XP. We're actually already maxed out or close to maxed out on XP. All right, so it looks like they're not letting us see the secret door in this one. It's there, but can't. They have it locked off in this one. I was just curious about that, or my search wasn't high enough, but I think my search is high enough. All right, so we're gonna run this one on Reaper one. This is one of the harder ones on Reaper, but I think we should be okay. And I'm not going to repeat it on Reaper because you have to run the two other quests first. There is sort of a way you can, through going to your adventure compendium, abandon the quest to run it again without flagging, as it's called again, running the first two quests. But that's maybe a little bit overcomplicated to discuss here. So right off the bat, let me get I forgot my gloves and other buffs. I'm not sure if that noise I'm hearing is actually a Reaper. I think it might be. I was running around looking for shaman because I always try to get them first, but I guess there's no. Usually there are shamans in these first two rooms, but we haven't found any yet. You could always skip this. It's not. This is optional. There's a chest here, but of course that comes with more kobolds and a chance to get a reaper. If you skip this area, those kobolds won't come out after you, and of course any reapers. But I'm a little bit low on plat, so figured that was a quick enough chest to get. And there's another one here sometimes. That's, I guess, not that great of an item. Not like our +4 boots with Sacred and Hollow. I've had really good luck with this collectible for whatever reason. Now, the nice thing is because we've already run this quest on the same map, the other quest, the map is shown for us. This next area is, for whatever reason, an area where I've run into the most Reapers. They're a little tougher. They're a little bit tougher in this room. There's some casters, sometimes an optional enemy. This guy, and so I don't see any Reapers. That's good. Let's get this Shaman first so it doesn't kill our hireling. Cleaving really does good. Yep, there's a Reaper. That's, yeah. Fear Reapers. They're not that bad unless you don't deal with them. They do damage over time, but if you kill them quick, they won't do any damage. They still hit hard. I've taken over 100 at this level from Fear Reapers. Nothing too interesting there. I'm just going to loot it. And yeah, as I said, this is a room for whatever reason. Traditionally, it seems like I always run into a Reaper in that room. Even though I've maxed out my skill points and search points, and I have access to +2 tools, let me just take a look in my inventory and see if it used the. Yeah, so see, since this is first in my inventory, it's using these first, which is great because now that we have access to +2 thieves tools. All right, so this is just to open up the. Oh, this is what I didn't do. You have to do this to open up the across the way. So I could have probably got that chest last time. I just had to go open that lever. And then I'm not worried about XP. If you actually get the trap first, well, I guess we are. We're on Reaper, so we want to max our Reaper XP. So let me go ahead and get the trap first. I don't know if it's going to make a difference. Um, I've got 10%. I think it's going to stay 10%. I always feel like there's a trap I'm missing in here, even though I never see one. Must be like one of the optional ways. So yeah, I'm still at 10%, so that did nothing. Whoop. Well, I went to all that trouble, I might as well get the chest, right? So 185 Reaper XP. It's not bad. We had over 200 for some, so it seems like it could, it's a long enough quest that it should be a little more, but that's fine. It's certainly not a long quest. I think they have these quests sort of flagged as short, medium, and long, and based on that, you get your RXP. And it's of course they never get those allocations perfect, but they're pretty close. Kenai, double shot and haggle. I don't think that's too interesting. Hollowed. I think we have better. Let me check our boots. If I think Hollowed is on there. Yeah, Hollowed +4, so that's really no improvement. If it was something that's stacked with these, I might think about it for doing undead quests. So nothing that we could really use there. This is sort of a rare thing, but I don't think double shot haggle as a combo going with spell lore is going to really convince people to make that something people want to buy. So I'm just going to buy them, get the most expensive end reward, and we're done with this chain. And I'm not going to do a repeat because we'd have to re-flag for the first two quests to run the last one on Reaper.